Dit is het verhaal van twee jonge vrouwen, Michelle en Trish. Ze zijn allebei geboren met een handicap. Ze zijn niet anders gewend.
Society doesn't really cater well for people that are small.
You learn how to cope different ways.
Ondanks alles werden ze beide moeder.
It's like a paradox, like disability and mother. People don't usually put the two together.
I get a lot of dirty looks. People see us with a baby and think, Christ, how can she manage with the baby?
Sommige mensen vinden dat ze geen kinderen hadden moeten krijgen. Daardoor hebben Trish en Michelle het gevoel dat ze zich steeds moeten bewijzen.
I felt that kind of attitude. Oh my God, how selfish are you?
Back in their day, people like me were put in hospitals and left there.
You just feel like, you know, what am I, a monster?
Hebben de sceptici gelijk?
When he's being difficult, it just makes me feel like I'm like totally out of my depth.
Zijn ze te zwaar gehandicapt om moeder te zijn?
I'm a disabled mum whose arms don't work, whose legs don't work. Everybody assumes I can't manage.
Goedenavond en welkom bij Reportage. Een kind krijgen en opvoeden is niet makkelijk. Toch kozen Trish en Michelle, twee vrouwen met ernstige lichamelijke beperkingen, voor het moederschap. Ze zijn boven alles moeder en uitermate vindingrijk. Een luier verschonen kan per slot van rekening ook zonder handen. Al dus Trish, moeder van 2 kinderen en met nummer 3 onderweg. En Michelle staat er alleen voor. Zij verbrak de relatie met de vader van haar zoon toen deze een half jaar oud was. Trish en Michelle kiezen niet voor de weg van de minste weerstand. Want ze hebben bijna dagelijks te maken met goed bedoelde adviezen en met afkeurende blikken. Deze vrouwen vechten voor een normaal bestaan. Hoewel het moederschap voor hen misschien zwaar is, genieten ook zij heel erg van de dagelijkse dingen met hun kinderen. Al gaan die bij hen dan net even anders.
Een handicap is altijd lastig. Helemaal als je een alleenstaande moeder bent van een drukke peuter.
My disability is a rare type of dwarfism. Doctors have no idea why that happened. It's not in my family at all. They just say it's just one of those things.
Michelle is 1,6 meter lang. Haar zoontje, Torzaya, van bijna 2, heeft de aandoening niet geërfd en begint haar in te halen. Dat kan een probleem worden in de aangepaste woning.
This kitchen is different from other kitchens, as you can see. Everything's really low down, so I can access everything I need to. Which can be a bit of a worry, because obviously it's also accessible for little man as well. Coming. He's coming like to here now. It's just the safety, is this area that worries me, because the oven, the hob. But as you can see, all like my knives I've just like washed up. So normally this is meant to be the other way around. Well, I've turned it that way so he can't get at it. I make sure that, you know, I push the kettle right back so that he can't reach it. Like even I've got to like tiptoe to get the handle. It only takes a second, as you know, if you like look away and then, you know, they've scolded themselves. So everything I do, I have to be mindful of. You know, I have to be constantly on the ball. This is the most challenging part of motherhood yet, because I've never like done this before. I'm not sure how to get it right.
En het leven wordt met de dag moeilijker, want Torzaya zit net in de peuterpuberteit.
Out the way, please. Coming out the way, because it's very hot around here.
Als je peuter even groot is als jij, zijn zelfs de lichtknopjes niet veilig.
Don't you dare, Twee. Oi! Put the light on for Mummy. Put the light on for Mummy, please. Thank you. Good boy. You gonna open the door? Josiah?
De meeste mensen zouden niet voor zichzelf kunnen zorgen zonder werkende ledematen. Maar de 25-jarige Trish voedt op deze manier 2 kinderen op.
I was born with a condition called arthrogryposis, which means the arms and legs don't work and a lot of my joints are fused together. You learn how to cope different ways. From being a baby, everything went in my mouth. It might be hard. You might have to try loads of different ways to get around it, but there is a way of doing absolutely everything.
Trish woont in North Shields, Engeland, met haar 2-jarige zoontje PJ, haar 4 jaar oude dochter Jessica en haar man Pete. Maar Trish vindt het nog niet genoeg. Ze krijgt het nog drukker, want over 5 weken komt er nog een kindje bij. Dus is het nu nog belangrijker dat iedereen goed luistert.
We've always had like the same routine and we stick to a routine. As soon as you go out of a routine, they're dead naughty. Wash your face for us, please.
Het is hard werken voor Trish om voor de kinderen te zorgen. Alles is net wat lastiger.
Ready, open wide, get it in. Right, shut your teeth. I find a lot of tasks harder, but it's rewarding. It's more rewarding than it is challenging. Right.
Maar geen klus is haar te groot.
You find ways around everything. It's problem solving. Should have really had my hair tied up as well. It would have been a bit more hygienic. I'm so glad he didn't do a poo. The amount of times I've tasted poo. Oh, this is where you're going to whiskey. I get on it. It's so much easier to do a newborn snappy because they can't move. They can't run off from you. Can we get your nappy on? Can we get your nappy on?
Has anyone ever told you that you shouldn't poo?
Of course I have. Of course I have. I mean, come on, I'm a disabled mum whose arms don't work, whose legs don't work. Everybody assumes I can't manage.
Toen Michelle 3 jaar geleden onverwacht zwanger werd, kreeg ze afkeurende reacties van de mensen om haar heen.
When I told people that I was pregnant, they were really shocked and not very happy for me. And all congratulations were replaced with what ifs. And what if I can't carry him, you know, full term? What if I can't look after him? What if I can't cope? It kind of dented my confidence and made me question my own self, whereas until then I hadn't done that. Before I had Josiah, I never felt disabled before. It wasn't until he arrived that I really and truly felt disabled. Because of some of the doubts and criticisms about how I would be as a mum, it ended up like driving a lot of the family apart.
De komst van Josiah zorgde voor spanningen tussen Michelle en zijn vader. Toen Twee een half jaar oud was, besloot ze de relatie te verbreken.
He made up for things that I can't do. And, you know, like I had an issue getting Josiah in and out the car. Well, that's no problem because, you know, your dad's 6'3", he can do that. It was like cutting my right arm off. So it made life harder for me, but my home life was happier because we weren't arguing. It was a really hard decision. And, like, it was a decision I had to make. So.
Zonder de hulp van Daniel en haar familie voelt Michelle zich soms eenzaam. Nu Josiah groter en sterker wordt, durft ze niet goed alleen met hem naar buiten.
I've never felt cut off from the rest of the world before. It became apparent what I can and what I can't do. You can't take him out on your own. You can't carry the car seat. You can't get him in the car on your own. And like that was hard to deal with. You know, it was hard to really accept. And this is what a lot of mums take for granted. Like you're so fully equipped to take your child to the park, get him in the car, get him out of the car, pick him up, throw him in the air, make him laugh. All those things that I can't do. So it is pretty frustrating. You think, oh, you know, like I want to be able to do that.
Omdat ze alles alleen moet doen, is het rond etenstijd vaak een ware strijd.
Hey, you want some chicken? cauliflower. Shazaya, come. What are you doing? Come and finish your dinner, please. Trey, you gonna have some more for mummy? All right. See what I mean? It's totally against them.
How many feet have you got? 2. So how many socks do you need?
Trish neemt het moederschap zeer serieus en staat erop zoveel mogelijk zelf te doen, ondanks haar beperkingen.
Do you want to get your t-shirt on for me, please?
Yeah.
Now do your buttons.
Yeah.
Jessica can't do buttons or zips yet, she's learning.
Just my boots.
You can do your boot zip, can't you?
Yeah, because that's easy.
Hey, come here.
I can see your clip.
I know, it's your clip, I've pinched it. Done.
Yeah.
Right, go and get it. Where's your school jumper? Turn around, let's see your back. Right, what shoes are you wearing? You want your boots on?
Well done, push your foot in.
Maar sommige dingen moet supermama Trish toch aan papa overlaten.
What styles are you learning at the moment?
At the minute, I'm learning, well, hopefully I'm getting someone to learn me French plait. That's where you twist the hair over and stuff like that. I wish I had more brain about women's hairstyles, but I don't.
I think you do very good. What's your foot?
Sommige klusjes moet ze aan Piet overlaten, maar ze brengt Jessica zelf naar school. Hoogzwanger of niet, Trish neemt geen gas terug.
Right, are you walking or are you getting a ride? Little Miss Lazy Bum here likes to have a ride. Right, can you tell us if there's any cars coming? Go, go, go!
Go, go.
Go, go, go! Yeah! Jessica goes to school, a little nursery, aren't you? Nursery on an afternoon.
It's called Spring Gardens.
It's called Spring Gardens. And you've got a very nice teacher there, haven't you? And you've got lots of friends there, haven't you? Clever boy! Press the button. Pick up that blanket, please, dude. Pick it up, thank you. I find it important to have my fair share in taking Jessica to school. I like to speak to the teachers and make sure she's developing and she's not being naughty in school and things like that. So I find it an important job as a mum to do. Come and give us a kiss. And I'll see you tonight, right? Will you be good for your teacher? Go and sit nice and smartly on the carpet then. Cross your arms and legs, please. See you tonight.
Trish is vastberaden oplossingen te vinden voor elk probleem dat ze tegenkomt. Maar ze weet wat mensen vinden van haar als gehandicapte moeder.
When I've got the 2 children out, I get stared at loads. I think it's because people see us with the baby and think, Christ, how can she manage with the baby? Which is understandable, like people are curious. But I get a lot of dirty looks.
En nu er een derde opkomst is ze er zich helemaal van bewust dat mensen twijfelen of ze wel voor haar kinderen kan zorgen.
Somebody turned around and said, I don't think disabled people should be allowed to have children. If you're a good parent, why not?
What would you say to someone that said it's selfish of you to have children?
My disability doesn't stop the children from having a good quality of life. I'm here to look after them and shape them in the way that I would like them to be. Why shouldn't I have a family just because I'm in a wheelchair? I'm still got the same mindset as everybody else. The kids can tell you what's wrong with us. They'll say my mummy's arms and legs don't work. But as long as they're getting a good quality of life, it's no different.
We're gonna go out in the car. We're gonna go and see a nursery. Yeah? It's gonna be fun.
Trezaya is een typische peuter en hij is continu in beweging. Michel wil iets zoeken waar hij zijn energie in kwijt kan.
It's important for me for Trey to go to nursery because he's so energetic and he's full of beans constantly, and I can't always entertain him. It's exhausting. God, this is going to be a complete nightmare when I get there. Oh.
Michelle is nog niet vaak in haar eentje met Trezaya op pad geweest. Ze ziet er tegenop om zonder hulp de boze buitenwereld te betreden.
When I know it's time to leave, anxiety sets in, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. I worry that he's going to hurt himself. Because when they have tantrums, they could throw themselves on the floor, they could chip a tooth or anything. It's that, and it's just like being watched as well and under scrutiny all the time. Because you never know if you're doing it right, that's the thing. You never really know how well you're doing your job.
Het is al een hele klus om hem mee naar buiten te krijgen.
Josiah, come on, let's go. Let's go, because we're going to be late. Listen, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on.
Eenmaal buiten blijkt Michelle's angst dat ze Trezaya niet in de hand kan houden al snel gegrond.
Right, you wait here. Stand here, please. Come here. No crying. I got this after he's about a year old. It's worth a lot of money, but a lot of money well spent. Say bye-bye. Come on, up you get. Up you get. No crying. No crying. No crying, please. It's a bit of a bugger, though, when you're in a rush. So slow. Listen, no kicking, okay? That's naughty. Oh, wake me up when the terrible twos are over, mate, please. But after all this money spent, there's one thing I still can't do, which is this clip. It's really difficult to push back in. So I have to wait and ask whoever's walking past to do the clip for me. Push that up and apply pressure until it clicks. See? First time. You do it the first time and it's like, damn, why can't I do that? We're liable to have a meltdown in the nursery now. Listen, no, we don't do that. I've got it. I'm actually debating whether or not to take him in now, because he is being an absolute nightmare. There's no way I'm going to be able to look around while he's like this. But I'm going to give it a try. Josiah, come on, because we're going to go in now. Hold Mummy's hand. Hold Mummy's hand, look this way. Josiah, don't be naughty. Come on. Come on, let's go play with cars then.
Yeah, this is our quiet room, and sometimes it's called cozy or soft room.
Als Trezaya even is afgeleid, kan Michelle mooi aan Claire vragen hoe ze reageert op slecht gedrag.
So, what is your approach to discipline?
Depends on the age and stage of development and their understanding. There's a gentle approach, but there are boundaries that the children need to understand.
That's it.
And we gently teach them that through showing them what's right and what's wrong.
Okay.
Good and bad behaviour.
Okay, thanks for showing us round.
No problem.
Thank you. Yeah, we might have to do a little tantrum on the way out.
Nu moet Michelle nog zorgen dat Trezaya zonder morren mee naar huis gaat.
Right then, Trey, we're going to go home now. Yeah, say bye-bye to the sand. You can come and play next time. Yeah? Home time? Okay, come on then. Let's go now, darling. Put them ones there. Gosh, this is going to be hard. Getting some breathe. Doesn't want to go. Trey, listen. We've got to go now, honey. All right then, Mummy's going to go then. Okay? Bye, Mummy. Say bye-bye. Well then, come on then. Come and help Mummy's hand. Off we go now. Come on then. You find Mummy? He doesn't want to go. Alright then, Trey, I'm going now. And say bye-bye. Let's go. Come on. Let's go to the car. Listen, hold Mummy's hand. Hold Mummy's hand. Okay? Come on. Come on then, if you don't get in the car, I'm going to take your car away. Listen. Listen to Mummy. Josiah, this is naughty. Stand up. Stand up, please. Should I stand up? Thank you.
Het was een pittige dag zo voor Michelle. Ze vond het moeilijk om Tresaja in de hand te houden en is bang dat mensen haar geen goede moeder vinden.
You know, like at them points, it's like I want to be able to pick him up. They're the times where I wish I was bigger, because I could just pick him up and that's it. Do you know what I mean? So that's difficult. Like now, he's fallen asleep because, you know, I'm saying he's tired. So now I can't go in because he's asleep. Like, I can't carry him. Overall, I cope very well with him, and that's how I want to look. So when he does stuff like that, I think, oh God, oh no, like, I'm losing my grip on you for a minute, you know? And then people walk past or you're filming and it's like, I feel scared because it's gonna look like I can't go, you know? So, yeah, but like people, like the passers-by and that, they don't realise that maybe that's just, you know, that's just a blip out of my day, whereas all the other stuff I do is cool.
It's been 15 years since I've actually walked. Come on, babe. I've been told that I would never walk again, but within the next year, I will be walking again. I think you can do whatever you want. If you're strong enough and you've got the stamina, you can do it. I will walk. Guarantee I'll walk.
Welkom terug bij Reportage. Trish en Michelle zijn twee jonge vrouwen met een lichamelijke beperking en met kleine kinderen. De 25-jarige Trish is zwanger van haar derde kindje en de voorbereidingen voor de bevalling zijn in volle gang.
Ze wil graag thuis bevallen. Nu ze op het eind van haar zwangerschap loopt, spelen haar hormonen op en krijgt ze last van nesteldrang.
Bits and bobs which wouldn't normally bother us. I've been like really cleaning. It's like I made Pete wash me boiler. Swear to God, I made him wash me boiler because it looked slightly yellow to us. I made Pete change around all the bedrooms and changed the sitting room round and me walls and me skirting boards. I've been like really cleaning. Slight bit of dust, buggers or crumbs.
Trish wil dat het huis piekfijn in orde is als de baby komt. En Piet weet dat hij maar beter gewoon kan doen wat ze zegt.
I don't know what much more I can do except for just do everything she asks me to do. Whatever she needs doing, I've got to do. Get it ready.
Piet is het wel gewend dat Trish de baas is. Dat is al zo sinds ze elkaar kennen.
I met Pete on a night out. He was walking up the street. I said to my mate, oh, I like him. And I found an excuse to go and chat to him. The next thing I knew, he was buying us drinks. Me and him just clicked from day one.
Ze voelen zich een normaal stel, maar Trish weet dat anderen niet snappen wat Piet in haar ziet.
Awful things were said to Pete when he first got with me. People like that used to be put in hospitals, you know, and well, they were locked away. And I mean, he got some sick when he first got with us. He doesn't go on about, but I know how much stick he got. And somebody even said to him, how can you love her when she's in a wheelchair? But until you get to know a person, how can you say that? They just see me as being different straight away.
I just didn't think I'd meet anyone who I'd be able to connect with and, like, get on with. I know Trish's in a wheelchair, but I don't see her in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? Like, she's well headstrong, and that's what I love about her, actually.
I do understand why people do look. It is different to see. But they don't need to be rude and stare.
Is that the bus? Say bus. there? Is that a bus?
Door het bezoek aan de peuterspeelzaal heeft Michelle's zelfvertrouwen een deuk gekregen.
Ow. At the nursery visit, that was probably like the worst behaved he's ever been. It makes me not want to go places with him on my own, you know, just in case I come unstuck, you know, and he pulls a tantrum in a road and it becomes dangerous.
Mom.
Maar ze weigert op te geven en heeft afgesproken met Tresaya's tante Charlene voor wat morele steun.
You got your foot? Trey, pop your foot out. There's a good boy. Right, Trey, you're gonna get in your bike? Yeah?
Mom.
I know.
Tresaya wordt met de dag groter en simpele dingen als hem in zijn driewieler tillen gaan Michelle steeds lastiger af.
Put your foot in this way. Hold on to mummy. Then you put your foot in that side. That's a good boy. You done it? No, we've got 2 legs in one side. Trey, you need to give us a hand here and stand properly. Yeah, you need to get your foot up on the seat. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Ready?
What do you need me to do?
Michelle krijgt Tresaya zelf niet in zijn driewieler en moet een vreemde om hulp vragen.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, there we go.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Hi Michelle.
You're right.
Omdat ze geen partner heeft om haar zorgen mee te delen, wil ze Tresaya's gedrag graag met Charlene bespreken.
You know, times like that, it makes me feel like I don't want to go out with him on my own. Not that I don't want to, but I just feel like I can't. In those moments, like as a disabled mum, when he's being difficult, it just makes me feel like I'm like totally out of my depth. It brought back like bad memories of what people would say, like, you know, oh, how would she cope and how would she do this?
Michelle denkt dat niet alleen haar familie twijfelde of ze wel voor een kind kon zorgen.
I think it was one of the first doctor's appointments I went to, and they said it's still early enough for you to consider your options, and you know what that means.
Yeah, I can't believe they said that to you.
I know, it was just like, I'm not like a child.
What did you say?
At the time, I was like, so what am I, like a monster or something? You know, like I'm not allowed to have a child. And looking at him now, it's just awful to think that they said that, and awful to think what would happen if I did consider my options, you know?
Drie weken voor Trish is uitgerekend, wordt er een belangrijk pakketje bezorgd.
Trish,
Yeah.
got a delivery.
What?
Home stuff.
Hey. Oh, my gas in here.
Oxygen.
De artsen van Trish zien de bevalling als risicovol en hebben haar geadviseerd in het ziekenhuis te bevallen. Maar Trish wil per se thuis bevallen.
What's that?
Mummy's gas and air one.
Having the home birth is like the most important thing about my pregnancy. It's the thing that I've looked forward to right from the beginning. It's because I lost control in my first pregnancy. I didn't have the control. I didn't have the choice to do it the way I wanted to do it.
Trish vindt dat de artsen haar bij haar eerste kind een keizersnede hebben opgedrongen omdat ze haar handicap niet begrepen.
They disrespected her. She may be in a wheelchair, but she's the same as me and you. And that's what they didn't say. They thought, she's in a wheelchair, we don't understand what's wrong with her. Well, they didn't even understand your disability, did they?
They were just, they were awful. Should have been a joyful experience, your first baby and everything. Worst experience of my life. It made us anxious to see midwives now and everything.
Ze heeft het er nog altijd moeilijk mee dat haar zo'n ingrijpende operatie is opgedrongen. En dat laat Trish niet nog eens gebeuren.
Being told that I needed a C-section the first time made us feel inadequate as a woman. Made me feel like I wasn't going to bond properly with the baby, or I wasn't bringing the baby into the world myself. It was somebody else bringing the baby into the world, artificial. And, well, I'm not artificial, really. There was no reason for my C-section. It was for nobody's safety, really. In fact, what they should have thought of before giving us a C-section is all my movement comes from my stomach muscles. And they cut through my stomach muscles. They didn't think of any of that, or how that might have hindered us. I'm a normal person. I'm no different from you, apart from my legs don't work. For that reason, I don't see why I shouldn't be given the choice.
Na de recente problemen met Tresaia heeft Michelle zich teruggetrokken in haar appartement. Het gevoel aan huis gekluisterd te zijn roept nare herinneringen op aan haar eigen jeugd.
I used to love reading because it kind of takes you to like another world in a way. I remember like that being a bit of a coping mechanism when I was in care. It was helpful in that, you know, whatever was going on in my head I didn't really understand. Like, I'd just read a book and it would take you away to somewhere a bit magical, you know? Well, I went into care when I was 9. My mum couldn't cope, really. She had a bit of a breakdown. It was hard at the time. Obviously, I went into care and my brother didn't. They asked your family first, like, would you have her instead, aunties, uncles, etc. Because the main thing is to keep you in your family. But they kind of all put up their hand to take my brother and nobody wanted to take me. So I was a bit hurt by that, you know. I was a bit like, you know, I was proper like, well, Joe, like, why not me?
Na een moeilijke periode kwam Michelle uiteindelijk terecht bij pleegmoeder Eileen. Voor het eerst voelde ze zich echt ergens thuis.
My time there was a lot nicer because I felt the love more. It felt like home. You know, she steered me towards education and reminded me that with education, that's where you're going to get your freedom.
Maar toen Michelle zwanger raakte, twijfelde Eileen of ze de baby wel moest houden.
She was like, oh my God, how could you have been so stupid? And how far are you? And, you know, you still got your options, you know, insinuating that you're still early days. That was really, like, hurtful. That drove us apart for a while when we stopped talking. Brush your teeth. Wet it then. Okay, let's skip that one.
Door haar verleden als pleegkind is Michelle bang dat ze Tresaia kwijtraakt als ze geen goede moeder blijkt te zijn.
My deepest fear would be that you know, Twee got taken away, went into care. There you go. If I slack or fall behind in what I should be doing, you know, that's somewhere Tresaia could go. But if anything, my time in care has given me that drive to be like Superman because obviously I'm going to want to give him everything I didn't have. There you go. Give me a kiss goodnight then.
Een krappe 3 weken voor de uitgerekende datum heeft Trish 's nachts last van weeën gekregen.
Yesterday afternoon I started feeling like backache right across the bottom of my hips, like beginning of labour. I don't think it's going to be long. I'm hoping, in fact I would love it if it came today.
Maar ondanks de weeën doet Trish geen stapje terug. Ze doet exact hetzelfde als altijd.
Should go for a run, shouldn't I? If I went for a run, it would start it off. Oh, it's a bit cold today, isn't it? Do you think your sister's going to be coming soon?
Yeah.
Where's your sister coming from?
Your belly button.
Your belly button.
De baby is nog niet eens geboren, maar Trish is al bezig met de volgende grote uitdaging.
Why is mommy in a wheelchair?
Because she got poly legs.
Poly legs.
And poly arms.
And poly arms.
That's why.
And what do I do?
Not walk.
Not walk. But who's going to learn to walk?
You.
Yeah.
Op haar 8e kreeg Trish haar eerste elektrische rolstoel. Ze kreeg te horen dat ze nooit meer zou lopen, maar daar denkt ze zelf anders over.
It's been 15 years since I've actually walked. Come on, babe. I've been told that I would never walk again. But within the next year, I will be walking again. Na, 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 I'm gonna get you.
Trish laat nieuwe spalken maken en wil binnenkort iets doen wat onmogelijk wordt geacht. Voor het eerst sinds haar kindertijd wil ze weer proberen te staan.
I think you can do whatever you want. If you're strong enough and you've got to stand by, you can do it. I will walk. Guarantee I'll walk.
Toen Michelle net zwanger was, vroeg haar familie zich af of ze de baby wel moest houden. Ze wil van haar pleegmoeder weten waarom zij haar twijfels had en haar vraag of ze vindt dat ze het nu goed doet.
I was a bit hurt by it at the time. Felt a bit disrespected by it. It is important to me what Eileen thinks of me because I always sort of yearn to make her proud of me because she was like one of the only people in my life that had really high hopes of me.
Omdat Eileen zulke hoge verwachtingen van haar had, vond Michelle het heel eng om haar te vertellen dat ze zwanger was.
I remember texting you because I was so scared of what your reaction would be.
In the text, she said, I couldn't mention it when I was round tonight, but there's something I have to tell you, and that is that I'm pregnant. And I just thought, I was disappointed because I thought, Michelle, that's the end of study, and that's the end of the person that Michelle might have been and having a sort of a future and a career.
I know you was concerned as well about how I would get round practicalities and stuff.
I was concerned about that, but it was more you because I'd thought, yeah, I was still hoping that you'd finish your degree and that you would do something like in the world. That's one of my big regrets.
About.
I know, yeah.
But you tried though, so you shouldn't really regret it because I
do regret it because
trying to persuade me.
You would have just walked through it. But anyway, that's a regret for me, and that's where we are now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Were you worried whether she could cope, whether she could manage?
No, not particularly. To be honest, not particularly, because she would just have to manage.
Michelle hoopt dat Eileen haar twijfels heeft laten varen en ziet dat ze haar best doet.
She will not want her child to have the same experiences that she had, no matter what. You know, so I can see that she works very hard as a mother to be the mother that she wants perhaps to have had herself. Yeah.
Quack, quack. Doesn't it goes ribbit.
Trish is zwanger en heeft nu al 5 dagen weeën. Omdat de baby snel kan komen, durft ze niet goed naar buiten. Maar ze wordt gek van het wachten.
She's a lazy girl. She's taking her time.
And frustrating?
Very, very frustrating. Especially when you can feel all this movement and you're thinking, oh, this is killing us. It feels like forever.
It is a waiting game now, and I just got to try and occupy myself till it's time. Gagging for the time to pass quicker.
Pete's anxious. Yeah, probably harder on him than it is me. Won't be later.
Als de baby na 6 nachten nog steeds geen aanstalten maakt, is Trish het beu en neemt ze het heft in eigen hand. Ze gaat uit eten met haar gezin in de hoop de boel zo wat te bespoedigen.
Got my timer in my pocket, timing, because I've been getting contractions for the past hour again. But I don't want to put off going out and having something to eat if it's just another false alarm kind of thing. Get the bus.
Ze neemt wel een risico. Als de weeën nu wel echt doorzetten, moet ze misschien naar het ziekenhuis en kan ze alsnog niet thuis bevallen.
Do you want chicken nuggets, dude?
And some chips.
Right, okay.
De bevalling van haar zoontje, PJ, ging razendsnel. Dus Trish houdt haar weeën goed in de gaten.
How quickly are your contractions coming?
Every 5 minutes, which is normally when you should ring your midwife. But I'm having my food first. Unless I go to every like 3 minutes and then I'm going home.
Omdat ze zo regelmatig weeën heeft, wil Pete Trish snel naar huis brengen. Maar ze weigert met een lege maag naar huis te gaan.
Yes, I'm going to be able to eat. I'm absolutely starving. I'm definitely going to be able to eat. You know your pork chop?
Yes.
That as well, please. Mashed potatoes, please. No, I'll have sourdough garlic bread, please. Yeah. And that didn't go very well, but it'll be lovely garlic bread and gravy. I love it. Oh, I'm eating my pork chop before I go home.
Halverwege de maaltijd komen de weeën om de 3 minuten. Ze wil absoluut niet in het ziekenhuis belanden, dus gaan ze direct naar huis.
It'll be the very first time that I've attempted to stand up since I was 10. So, big moment for us. If I fall and I black my eyes or anything, will you make sure I'm all right?
Welkom terug bij Reportage. Moeders Michelle en Trish hebben allebei een fysieke beperking. Vooral alleenstaande moeder Michelle, die net zo groot is als haar peuter, is bang dat ze tekortschiet.
Bijna niemand kan echt begrijpen hoe Michelle zich voelt. Dus gaat ze naar een andere gehandicapte moeder voor wie ze al jaren veel bewondering heeft.
We're off to Brighton today to meet Alison Lepper and her son. I first heard about Alison when I was about 13 or 14. I remember seeing her documentary and, just thinking this is a remarkable woman, So she was the first sort of role model I could look up to. She's also a single parent like myself with a disability, so I'm really keen to meet her because a lot of the things I'm going through now with Josiah, she's already been there and done that. So I'm hoping she can shed some light on, how she dealt with maybe some of the problems I face.
Door een zeldzame aandoening is de kunstenares Alison Lepper geboren zonder armen en met korte benen. Net als Michelle is ze nog geen 1,20 meter.
Hello, you alright?
So looking forward to meeting you.
I know. Thanks for agreeing to meet.
This is Paris.
Hi Paris, you alright?
The towers over me.
De 13-jarige Paris is gezond geboren, net als Josiah. Michelle wil weten hoe dat hun relatie heeft beïnvloed.
Right from 13 months when he got on his feet, he came to me. So he adapted to me as much as me adapting to him. Paris has been fantastic, and I'm sure your little man will do exactly the same thing.
One of my biggest fears is that when Josiah is bigger than me, he won't respect me as authority, and I don't want to lose that control with him, Overnight, he's turned into like a terrible two, and he's come to that age where I need to install discipline in him and sort of set boundaries in now.
Absolutely.
And so that he, so that he gets it before he's taller than me.
Bad behaviour, ignore it.
Like tantrums, like say,
Walk
throw
away.
himself on the floor.
Walk away. He'll soon pick himself up because you're ignoring him.
Yeah.
Paris
okay, so that
hated
works
it.
for you?
It worked for me.
Yeah. What I fear is that once he gets taller than me, he's not going to listen to me, not going to respect authority. And how did you feel like when you started to be a little bit taller? Was it the same?
Yeah, nothing really changed for me. I didn't look at it any different when I became taller than my mum.
You didn't notice at all? Okay. That's one of my key questions, actually. What age, like my boy's 2, he doesn't understand my limitations yet. He doesn't get it. And I wonder what age he will be when he realises that...
But do you let him get it?
I do.
Are you trying to be super mum here? You've got to allow him to get it. I know that sounds weird, but if you're trying to be super mum, he won't learn your limitations.
Alison is opgegroeid in een pleeggezin, net als Michelle.
Do you find that because of your experience in your childhood, like, do you overcompensate? Because I find that some things I do, like, I try and make up for it with him in some ways. Do you think it moulds you as a mother?
From my experience, people that have been brought up in care, we tend to put motherhood on this unreachable pedestal that no matter what we do, we're never actually going to get there. I just think sometimes we forget to enjoy what we're doing because we're always maybe looking over our shoulder to see who's watching, to prove somehow to society that we're worthy of being a parent. It's a phenomenal pressure to put yourself under. And once you let go of that, it's such a nice feeling, and I wish I'd done it way, way younger than I did.
It's really comforting to hear that, actually, because obviously there's something I'm worried about, but just hearing that, it's just like, it's hit home, really.
From what I can see and from talking to you, you're doing a mighty fine job. Fantastic to meet you.
Likewise.
And I really hope I've helped.
Meeting Alison went really well. Straight off, she got what I was talking about because she's been there, Alison brought up a really good point. I'm confusing disability with motherhood. I keep referring to myself as a disabled mum, but really I'm a mum who happens to be disabled.
Nu de weeën korter op elkaar komen, heeft Trish de verloskundige gebeld.
It's fine with time on.
Hopefully.
Omdat ze in het verleden onder druk een keizersnede heeft ondergaan, kunnen er nu bij een natuurlijke bevalling complicaties optreden. De verloskundige houdt haar nauwlettend in de gaten.
I don't know what to do with myself. She's more relaxed than what I am, put it that way. Well, more relaxed. First time with a C-section, I was the first one to hold Jessica properly. I was nervous as hell. I was shaking holding her for the first time. Proper nice though. Good feeling, just seeing her open her eyes and look at you. Amazing that.
Oh.
Breathe through it, Trisha.
I love you.
Love you too, Jess. Come on, let's try and get this finished, hon.
I don't want no stitches today. Before the contraction, so you don't push too hard. That's it. Gentle, gentle. Just give me a second. Stitches, no. Or anybody, you watch it. There.
In my arms, right arm.
Your arm just there.
Left arm. Hiya, princess. Hiya, me little cupcake. I need a gas now.
Hiya, gorgeous. You little baby girl. Can Dad have a hold
Yes,
first?
can I get her into a dry blanket?
Yeah. Thank you so much, lady.
Hello.
Just starting to contract out.
Alright, Papa. Ooh. Flashy, eh? Welcome home.
Oh my God. She's looking cuter by the minute.
Hello.
Sinds de ontmoeting met Alison Lepper staat Michelle veel steviger in haar schoenen.
We're off to Busy Boys playgroup today, and it's just designed for toddler boys. Come on, up you get, because we're going to be late. We're going to be late.
Nu ze iemand heeft ontmoet die dezelfde problemen heeft gehad, kijkt Michelle anders tegen het moederschap aan.
It's still a learning process. Like, some days he could be a little angel, you know, and other days it's like he's got a demon in him. You just don't want to listen to me, you know. Anyone with a toddler knows how impossible they are. Come on, up, 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 up. The more I take him out, I realise that it ain't just me, and I see other mums struggling with the same things I do. Oh my God, I actually done the clip. The clip actually worked. That's like the first time ever. Yay, well done you. Now that is very clever, Trey, what you're doing there. The main focus here today is construction. I was hoping more that he would be an academic rather than a construction worker, but hey, it's all good.
Nu ze weet dat andere moeders dezelfde zorg hebben, maakt Michelle zich minder druk over wat anderen van haar vinden.
What do you want to play with, honey? This used to be like my worst nightmare. I used to hate coming to these things because I just feel like really anxious. Oh, what about his behaviour, and will the other mums look at me? Will the other kids look at me and ask me awkward questions? I guess like anyone, certain things scare me or I'm afraid of certain things, but yeah, I do hide it quite well, and you know, that's where the thick skin comes in. I put on my armour every day and just brave it out, really. I just thought, oh, I can't be scared of that all the time, because otherwise he's going to then miss out and not be able to socialise with other kids. So I kept putting myself in the situation, and now it's not so scary anymore, you know? You want to sit here?
Dankzij haar nieuw zelfvertrouwen kan Michelle nu kijken hoe Trezaya het doet.
I think, you know, he's well getting in there. Like, when we were doing a little sing-song, he wouldn't sit down. Like, every other child would sit down and they do a sing-song, but Trezaya just wants to be in the middle of the circle. That shows, to me, a lot of confidence. Yeah, it means that I'm doing something right, anyway. It's a good session today.
Was he well behaved?
He was really well behaved today. He actually surprised me. Good boy, well done.
Amber Jane is nu 2 weken oud en Trish is alweer gewend aan het leven met een pasgeboren baby.
Amazing how my genes, which is obviously not the best genes in the world, can make this little thing, this tiny bundle of joy, which is perfect. Everything about us perfect.
In plaats van rustig bij te komen, werpt Trish zich op de volgende uitdaging. Ze wil haar handicap overwinnen.
Stop nicking me insoles, dude.
Haar nieuwe spalken zijn net bezorgd. Ze hoopt dat ze daarmee voor het eerst in 15 jaar weer zal kunnen staan. Maar ze heeft geen idee of dat ook echt gaat lukken.
It'll be the very first time that I've attempted to stand up since I was 10. So, big, big, big moment for us. Ow, not too tight. Yeah. It's something that I've always wanted to try again.
I'd love to see you walking again.
Do you know how heavy these are?
Out the way a minute, mate. Out the way a minute, mate.
Walk towards us. And again. If I fall and I black my eyes or anything, will you make sure I'm all right? And stand in front of us.
Well, you got this. See how tall you are actually now.
I know I am, sure was. But this is me standing up for the first time in 15, yeah? PG! Can you go and get a camera? Go and get your phone. This is like the first step. This is just amazing for me.
Wait a minute, mate.
You stand behind us. Ready? That's it. Ooh. Ooh, that was scary. That was really scary. Like, I feel sick, scared. That's the first time you've seen us standing up.
You could do that, Trisha. You could do anything now, Mum.
I'm probably just scared because...
Well, it's the first time.
It's the first time. I'm actually shaking. I done it.
Het is vandaag 2 jaar geleden dat Michelle's leven voorgoed veranderde. Tresaia is jarig en dat wil ze vieren met de mensen die van hem houden.
It is sponge with jam in the middle. Happy birthday! Go on, go. Good boy! Tastes good. You want to take that out? Another year older. He's jumping. Twee's having lots of fun. He's just like running around smiling. Thank you, darling. Woo! Let's hear it for Grandad. Woo! Twee, look. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's just lovely just to see so much love around him. It's really nice that Daniel was there. I know he wouldn't miss his birthday for the world. You know, they shared a special moment when the fireworks were going off. He was holding him. And, you know, that was nice to see, you know, father and son. I guess I'd do these things because I love to celebrate with him because it was the day that I became a mum, you know.
Michelle heeft een emotioneel jaar achter de rug, vol onzekerheid over het moederschap. Nu ze meer zelfvertrouwen heeft, treedt ze haar toekomst met Tresaia veel positiever tegemoet.
If I just say here and now I'm a good mum, it would be like I've completed my mission or something, you know, and the mission is not completed yet at all. Bless him, I think he's awake.
Tot zover deze reportage. Volgende week zijn we er weer met een opmerkelijke documentaire. Voor nu, bedankt voor het kijken. Een hele goede nacht. En graag tot volgende week zondag.